So quiet.
Wasn't always like this.
The Hobbit trilogy is a very interesting movie series, mostly due to its complicated production, the change of directors, the change of the entirety of the structure of the series from 2 movies to 3. It was a very complicated process that ended up making a very controversial series of films, a very controversial trilogy. Yet I do think there is a very, very good story still inside it. The story of Bilbo, particularly, is definitely the strongest part of the series, and his relationship with Thorin. And I think the scene that shows that friendship changing the best is Arrival in Dale. Arrival in Dale is a scene that takes place in about the ending of the second act of Desolation of Smaug. This scene does 4 key things to perfection. It develops Bilbo. It starts to develop Thorin. It develops Thorin's and Bilbo's friendship, and also it rises the stakes. This scene is probably what I would like to call it, the most overlooked scene in the entire trilogy. So what does it do so masterfully? Well, let's take a look at our main character and how he changes during this scene. Who was Bilbo before this scene? Well, Bilbo was a hobbit, and Bilbo was a hobbit, and the first movie really focused on him letting go of his home and really getting to know his company and finding his path outside of his country. And it was a very nice story. So Desolation of Smaug tries to focus on Bilbo trying to be more independent, as if you recall in Unexpected Journey, this was the hobbit that once, needed Gandalf at every moment, just for instructions or directions. And now, if you look in Desolation of Smaug in our scene, this is no longer the same hobbit that once needed those instructions. This is the hobbit that now realizes he has to grow up and proactively engage in this adventure if it is to succeed. Bilbo here realizes that Gandalf won't be there always for him, and he has to engage alone in this situation that he has been put into, which I think shows some great development for Bilbo that will come later in play in Battle of the Five Armies, when he of course hides away the Arkenstone from Thorin. Speaking of Thorin, I think it's a very good time to talk about him and how Thorin seems different in this sequence. In the previous montage and the packing scene, we know how important this quest is to Thorin. We just saw him leave his nephew minutes ago, and standing full of pride as he falls under the shadow of the mountain, both literally and figuratively. Once in an interview, Richard Armitage said that he and Peter Jackson thought of the idea that the closer Thorin gets to the mountain, the more you can see his fall. And I think Armitage really shows that in these few scenes. He's showing very well what Thorin is feeling, that this is his destiny, that this is his revenge, that soon pride will get the best of Thorin, as he draws his weapon on Bilbo, as he will choose not to even mention his name.
A Thorin I know would not hesitate to go in there.
I will not risk this quest for the life of one burglar.
Armitage also shows very well how haunted Thorin is, as he sees the ruins of Dale. He was posing like a hero minutes ago, now he's beginning to fear the beast that dwells in the castle. Not only that, he's also showing haste and worrying. Thorin has only a couple of hours left of the day before the sun sets. If he fails, this all fails. He doesn't even think of waiting for Gandalf, he simply does not care.
Wait, is this the Overlook? Gandalf said to meet him here on no account will we...
Do you see him? We have no time to wait upon the wizard. We're on our own.
Not only that, this later sets up how he'll slowly let himself throw away Bilbo. So what does this mean for their friendship? We're past the uneasy rise.
I cannot guarantee his safety.
Understood. Nor will I be responsible for his fate.
We have found that the ultimately find levels of trust and compassion at the end of movie 1.
I've never been so wrong in all my life.
I mean, this happened only a few moments ago.
Who here can vouch for your character?
Me. I'll vouch for him. Now, I have travelled far with these dwarves through great danger, and if Thorin Oakenshield gives his word, then he will keep it.
It is through this friendship that this quest will succeed. But as we know, this trilogy is supposed to show all 3 stages of this bond: rise, fall, and redemption. This movie clearly has to focus on Thorin and how he's dealing through all of this. The first scene is dedicated to him to show how much he values the legacy and his kin, still believing that his father lives.
It's been a long time since anything but rumor was heard of Thran.
He still lives, I am sure of it.
The Thorin in the opening is not the same as in our scene. Thorin we see here was someone who abandoned his niece for this quest, and that soon will lay a weapon on his dearest friend. This scene changes this friendship the most. It will go all downhill from here, from this moment. Thorin's fall has begun. Tension. This scene greatly rises the stakes for the movie. Show not tell is the most important rule in film. As a film is a visual media, it can make dialogue explain everything, as it is in the books. Jackson is a master at this rule, and more importantly, he knows how to use it to achieve cinematic tension. If you recall, there is a scene in Fellowship of the Ring where the Fellowship has to go down some stairs while escaping the Barlock. This scene is a perfect example how to achieve cinematic tension. We have multiple problems: the Barlock, the gap in the stairs, falling debris, and goblins. We never see the Barlock, only expressions of our characters to tell us to be afraid. And finally, the score cranks up the emotion to 11. We get a similar scenario here. We start as the company reaches the top of the overlook. We focus on a small thrush flying into the rock, as then we get a close-up on Bilbo realizing what this could mean. Both Bilbo and the audience know that the time is ticking. This is the last day of autumn. They have only a couple of hours left. We got our first problem. Balin reminisces about how beautiful this place used to be, which ties into the theme of not being able to let go in the past. That is very prominent in this movie. Then Thorin enters the shot, relaxing Bilbo, telling him how they still have time and it'll be okay. This is not only Thorin calming Bilbo, but himself, as in a few seconds Thorin realizes the second problem.
What is this place?
It was once the city of Dale. Now it is a ruin. The desolation of Smaug.
Thorin begins to worry about the beast, which makes him start to worry about the time.
The sun will soon reach midday. We must find the hidden door into the mountain before it sets.
He is now worried. He is the one forgetting about Gandalf. Both Thorin's reactions and the shot of ruins of Dales is setting up the threat of Smaug, setting the tension high. We know what will happen, and we just saw how destructive the threat is. Show, not tell. So that was the most overlooked scene in The Hobbit, in my opinion. This scene is not only amazing at its character work and setting up on what's to come, it is filled with brilliant cinematography and the music that create tension. Everything combines into this one tiny masterpiece. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and if you didn't like it, then tell me why in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.